Now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what Indians are all about.
I still say we Indian people are believers in the truth. This is the way of life that was given to your people. You're born an Indian, you're going to die an Indian. Indianness is a good life. You're facing an Indian this afternoon.
Good afternoon out there, everyone. Welcome to your number one source for Native American television news. It's Native News Today. I'm your host, Jason Salzman. Today, a special treat, joined by my special guest host, Neely Soodle, a little under the weather this week, so we have in Gary Fife from the Muskogee Nation News, of course, the voice of Muskogee Radio and the voice of many other radio programs throughout the years, but does a fantastic job. Gary, thanks for being with us on the program.
I'm glad to help out.
Yeah, you bet. And we're talking about lots of things today, but specifically want to talk with you just off the jump about how things going at Muskogee Nation News. A lot of things happening you guys' way, and actually was reading your column the other day. Did a great job with that recent column, and tell us a little bit about that. I know it's a lot of fun for you.
It is. It's probably the most fun I can have here and get away with some things. It's designed as a light feature, you know, a little gossipy, a little Will Rogery, and some of my own design there.
Right.
But gives our readers a quick glimpse at some of the items nationally that are going on, the heavy-duty kinds of stuff, like the White House and its block of cheese.
Sure.
The loss of Misty Upham, you know, the Blackfeet actress, or the remains of Jim Thorpe, or how cold it was up in the Northeast.
Yeah, right, exactly. A little bit of everything. But I think papers need a perspective like that.
Yes, that's why they run comics.
Yeah.
People, first thing they do sometimes, either sports or comics.
Right.
And it's an important element to any publication, I think, or particularly newspapers, that there be some real diversion and more reason for people to feel good about having read the publication.
Sure. Yeah, and I think it does a lot for our citizens in that regard, as you spoke of, and definitely makes them aware that this paper is offering not just news and things down the pike every now and again, but some perspective, some opinion, and it's really great, and it's wonderful that you do that. Also, as Muskogee Radio host, really have upped that program. I know you're real proud of it, and the production's great. You're lead producer on that, and getting guests and things like that, and you got a big one coming up next week, too.
Lewis Hicks will be sitting in with us. This will be his first time out of the chute.
All right.
We want to see where he is now that he's had a little time to settle into the job.
Sure.
Kind of work out his relationship with the principal chief and legislature. What's he hearing from the citizens? You know, things like this, we're interested in hearing him share.
Well, your reputation precedes you, so go easy on him, all right? Go easy.
Well, yeah, we just deserve it.
Right. So. All right. Well, Gary Fife doing a great job with us here in studio. We've got a fantastic show this week. Lots of good things to bring out there, including the naming of the new entertainment complex up at Riverwalk Crossing, and also some material from some First Nations youth. So we'll have all that coming up. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take our first break. We'll be right back with Native News Today.
Nak aja gidomen ajai jahaniat omen ibuwakidos
Danielsen ogitskish bonshongi benoat bomio boshomizatlish
Momesh harishongi go imongin hobidagi ani omaga bomaha hoye imongin oma bonshomegigos. For more information about Muskogee language preservation, please call us at 918-732-7724.
Looking for your next 18-hole adventure? Then take a look at Fountainhead Creek Golf Club. Nestled in the beautiful confines of Lake Eufaula State Park, large sloping greens and well-placed bunkers characterize the Muskogee Creek Nation's Floyd Farley designed course and offers a fine test of skill for any golfer. Stay up on all the latest gear and equipment with a visit to our pro shop. Have lunch at the Turn at the Clubhouse Grill. We're waiting to accommodate you at Fountainhead Creek. Give us a call at 918-689-3209 or visit fountainheadgolf.com to book your next round. Fountainhead Creek Golf Club, close to home, far from ordinary. And welcome back to the program. Myself, Jason Salzman, along with guest host this week, the Muskogee Nation News' Gary Fife, also of Muskogee Radio. And Gary, some big news coming out of the Creek Nation this week. We were up there for the press conference announcing the naming of the new entertainment complex at Riverwalk Crossing.
Massive economic development venture.
Yes.
And we're talking multi-million dollars there. Really, I think locking in the entertainment centers for that region. Southern Tulsa is really growing now.
Yes, it is.
And I think it's well positioned.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's one of the top spots in Oklahoma. In fact, Chief Tiger likes to mention the total amount that's going on there, not with just ours, but other ventures as well. That strip of land is really booming, as you said, and Tulsa just continues to creep south. So we're glad to be in the capital city of Okmulgee here as that development comes this way. And why not partner up with the 4th largest tribe in America? I think it's all a great thing. So Riverwalk Crossing, it's really something that's started to take shape now with this anchor tenant. I think that was really important for him, for an anchor tenant.
Right. We have watched that Riverwalk for a couple of years now, and there hadn't been much happening there. You know, in spite of whatever efforts were going on, it just wasn't happening. But I think now with this major entertainment venue, that will be, as we say, the anchor. Yeah. And it will spawn lots of development. I think a lot of local folks will want to buy into that. Of course, Oklahoma golfers will love the indoor part of it, I'm sure.
I think you said it's the 3rd most popular religion in the state of Oklahoma is golf.
Yeah, behind OU and OSU.
There you go.
Football season.
Well, it's a great time at the Muskogee Creek Nation. Of course, a lot of excitement. We're going to bring you now that press conference from earlier this week at Riverwalk, and also a special treat after the conclusion of this press conference. You'll move out of here. We'll have in Principal Chief George Tiger to talk about it.
I want to thank you for being here as we unveil the name of the golf complex here at the Riverwalk Crossing as we announced in January. The Muskogee Creek Nation is revitalizing the Riverwalk Crossing by partnering with entities like RW Restaurant Development, who are committed just as much as we are to our mission. This multi-million-dollar facility designed by ADG Architecture will help establish the Riverwalk as a premier entertainment destination and serve as a perfect complement to the Margaritaville Casino and Resort. There's nothing like this in the state of Oklahoma or within a 250-mile radius of Jinx. People of all ages will want to come and visit Riverwalk in this entertainment center. As promised, we will reveal the name of the complex today. But before I tell you the name, I want to tell you a little bit more of what it will entail. The new facility will be a high-tech golf and family entertainment complex. The complex will consist of restaurants, family-oriented games, a sports bar, and space for private parties and corporate meetings. This is just the beginning of a new and improved Riverwalk Crossing. When we were able to purchase this property, we knew that it was a win-win. We were so excited to get it that we had to put some infrastructure in place after we got the property. We've done that now. We know the vision that we have, and we have partners today that will make that vision come to fruition. So, without further ado, I want to ask my friends Ryan and John to come up. Ladies and gentlemen, the name of the golf complex is Flying T. We are looking forward to them opening in early 2016. And again, I want to thank you for being here and your interest in Flying T. I would now like to ask John Volrek, partner of RW Restaurant Development, to say a few words about Flying T.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Tiger, and thank you to everyone for attending today. Flying T, as Chief Tiger stated, is a state-of-the-art, high-tech golf and entertainment complex that allows customers the opportunity to play, practice, socialize, eat, drink, and most importantly, have fun while enjoying first-class service and amenities. It will offer a high-end sports bar, family-oriented games, and private spaces ideally suited for birthday parties, corporate events, and other group activities. Opening in early 2016, Flying T will help establish the Riverwalk as a premier destination for entertainment and be a great partner to the Margaritaville Casino being constructed on the other side of the river. On behalf of my business partners, Ryan Tallwater, and James Volbrecht. I want to thank the Muskogee Creek Nation, the National Council, One Fire, and Chief Tiger for their partnership as we all look forward to building an entertainment destination that will be like nothing else in the region. We cannot be happier or more excited to be starting construction today on something we all know will bring a new draw to this part of the state and something that everyone in the area can enjoy and be proud of for years to come. I would now like to introduce one of my partners, Ryan Tallwater, to further elaborate on the food and beverage components of the facility.
To echo John's sentiments, we couldn't be more excited to be partnering with the Muskogee Creek Nation and bringing the Flying T to the Riverwalk. Flying T is a unique concept that will combine golf, food, and fun. By transforming the traditional golf experience and layering in a new level of hospitality in restaurants, we are creating a new type of entertainment destination at the Riverwalk. In conjunction with the Muskogee Creek Nation, we're building a 53,000 square foot facility with 3 levels of hitting bays and restaurants. The first floor will feature the most state-of-the-art sports bar in the area and will be the place to watch the Thunder game, the TU game, the OU or OSU game. The menu will feature fresh takes on proven classic sports bar items that we think are essential in creating the ultimate game day experience for the whole family. The second level will feature wood-fired rotisserie entrees, craft cocktails, signature wines, and local beers in a casual neighborhood environment with great views of the Arkansas River from the patio. The top level of the Flying T will have larger hitting bays and will offer meeting space to accommodate your next special event, as well as a rooftop bar with unparalleled views of the Jinx and Tulsa skyline. While you aren't trying your hand at our interactive games, you can watch your favorite sporting event at the Flying T Sports Bar, or just relax in one of the 3 levels of restaurants and patios and enjoy the panoramic views of the skyline. I would now like to introduce Brian Timberlake of Timberlake Construction to talk more about the project. We will be available for questions afterwards. Thanks again.
All hard acts to follow. Thank you for having me today. As Chief Tiger mentioned in his opening remarks, none of this happens without a team, and we are just thrilled to be a single member of that team, partnering with the Muskogee Creek Nation, the R&W Restaurant Group, ADG, Newman Development, and all of the many partners who are helping to make this dream and long journey a reality. As mentioned earlier, construction is underway with preparation for demolition, sign removal, utility caps, make safe of the building, etc. The building will come down approximately the 1st of the month, plus or minus a day or 2. Fence is in place, trailer is in place, and you'll start to see after the 1st of the month and the removal of the building, continued progress with earthwork and otherwise. Vertical construction should take place approximately June, first part of July, when you'll start seeing the rest of the superstructure go up. Construction is scheduled for 11 months, and again, we're just thrilled to be a part of it, and thank you all very much for having us.
There's a lot of reasons, obviously, when selecting a partner to do something of this scale and size. You do a lot of work to make sure you're partnering with the right group, and when you look at what they're doing as a nation, especially just in this general area across the river with the Riverwalk development and the purpose that Chief Tiger and the council has to really revitalize this area and diversify their interest outside of their typical Muskogee Creek Nation business interest, it just seemed like a perfect fit and perfect time to do so.
Timberlake was involved early on with R&W Restaurant Group and ADG in helping to develop the concept, provide early feedback on constructability and other issues as they tried to take their idea and their dream and turn it into a constructible concept. So we have known both the Architectural Design Group, the R&W gentlemen, and Newman Development, all partners that we've worked on with other projects. And so it was kind of a rekindling of the old team, if you will, from various other projects.
One thing they don't tell you is the hardest part is figuring out what the name of the facility is going to be. Everyone has an opinion what they want to name it, but at the end of the day, we thought it was a perfect representation of really what you're going to be doing there. You're going to hit a golf ball off a tee and watch it fly and travel. You watch the tee probably fall off the mat as well and fly. So just in terms of the entertainment and what you're going to be doing, the name really sticks to what the facility is. There's going to be quite a few games that you can play at the facility while hitting the golf balls. So it's I think whether you're a golfer, a non-golfer, whether you're an adult, a child, anywhere in between, it really doesn't matter. It appeals to everyone. It's fun for everybody.
As far as the executive level is concerned, it's always been a positive purchase because we knew what we had. It's a diamond in the rough. And I think today, with what we're announcing, allows for that diamond to be just a little more shinier, if you will. It's a great opportunity for other tenants to be able to come in. We're just excited about today, this project coming to fruition in the spring of 2016. So it's a win-win in economic development for the Muskogee Creek Nation, and also it enhances what we're doing at the Margaritaville and with the new hotel that we're building. I understand with our management group that there has been a number of inquiries that they're finding out that this project is coming to fruition. So that allows for revenue to come back in the tribe with the leases that we would get. In addition to that, the 150 jobs allows for our citizens to have the ability to take care of their families. So it's a win-win.
And now joined in studio with Principal Chief of the Great Muskogee Creek Nation, Mr. George Tiger. And Chief, as we just saw there, Flying T, you got to be really excited.
We are excited. You know, when we first bought the property, as I said, it was probably a little bit of a diamond in the rough. You know, it's going through some things, and we knew what we were getting. And it took a little bit of time to make sure that whatever we do to bring an anchor in was the right call, if you will. So we feel very comfortable and confident in what we're doing with Flying T. It's just a great deal, and again, it's a first for Muskogee Creek Nation. It's something that we won't see in the state of Oklahoma or within a 250-mile radius. As you said, not going to be anything like it in the area, and that's what I want to talk about too, Chief. That specific area. Riverwalk, and now just across the river with everything we're doing at Margaritaville, it's an exciting time, and the city of Tulsa knows that too. Yeah, I think the city of Jinx, the city of Tulsa, the county of Tulsa, even the state of Oklahoma. A couple of weeks ago, I had a meeting with Governor Fallon, and I said, Governor, you can't find any place in the state of Oklahoma other than the banks of the Arkansas River where the gathering is a $400 million project, about a $400 million project with Margaritaville, and with what we're doing at Riverwalk. That says a lot about, I think, a big boom getting ready to happen economic development-wise for South Tulsa.
Chief, too, how important is it for you that we diversify in such a way? I mean, this isn't just an Indian tribe getting into a smoke shop or a casino anymore. This is a totally new, never before done venture. That's got to make you really pleased.
Well, if there's one thing this administration and the current and past legislative session has done is we have certainly exercised to the fullest our sovereignty. And sovereignty, we talk a lot about it as a tribal nation, but sovereignty is also enjoyed by our friends that are not the members of our tribe. Right. In the communities that we share, a lot of things that we do, they feel the benefits of it too. And this is just a fine example of it because what we're doing is exciting, and I think everybody involved with these projects, we're talking about new jobs, we're talking about new facilities, and of course the entertainment industry is right now in its prime, and we want to be part of it.
Well, we're definitely talking about the impact this will have on the Muskogee Creek Nation. Cannot overstate, though, it's going to have an impact on Jinx, Tulsa, the county, the state, as you said, all kinds of things coming together, and as sovereign entities working together, we can better understand each other in this way. So, Chief, thanks for stopping by with us.
My pleasure.
Big week for us here at Creek Nation.
It is.
So, you bet. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the rest of the show.
We believe if you teach a man to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. We believe that transitioning convicted citizens back into our communities enhances public safety. We believe that every citizen, even ex-prisoners, are important and are capable of change. We believe in reclaiming our citizens and investing them back into a culture that embraces healing and restoration.
We believe
in reintegration.
All right, welcome back to the program, and want to thank Principal Chief George Tiger for stopping in studio again, and once again thank our guest host Gary Fife. And Gary, now we move on to our next piece, which is very unique. The first time I think we've ever had any First Nations produced content on our show, and I say First Nations because that's how the indigenous folks of Canada like to be referred to, and I like that name too, actually. First Nations, that's great, it's strong, and they do wonderful work up there, but they've kind of had a history of that as well.
For a number of years, they've produced, I think, superior films about themselves, their culture and relationships and problems with their dominant society up there. And of course, they've spawned some great actors that have come down, and I think they pretty well set the standard for a number of years. Now, American filmmakers, native filmmakers, are quickly catching up and producing some wonderful things, but they were the ones to look to for a number of years.
Yeah, and what's neat too now is that they're having these organizations such as the one that actually came through and toured our facility here at Muskogee Media recently, led by a lady by the name of, let's see here, Melissa Dupuis, and she is the president of this organization, came and visited us. And what's great is they are taking these abilities that they have as documentary filmmakers into the First Nations youth. So now that we're seeing First Nations small kids and youth and teenagers making projects, and that's what we wanted to show here today. They actually had some of these projects for us and asked if we'd ever like to show them on the program, and we said sure. That would be a fantastic thing for us to be able to do, and a great thing for our audience. You know, a lot of people around in our viewing area never get a chance to see these kind of things, and native produced content all the way from up in Canada. So it's done by young kids, as I said, so you look at it and you can get a real appreciation for the amount of work that they're putting in, and we're so glad to be able to share it.
Quand j'habitais en ville, j'avais peut-être 8 ans, 9 ans. Puis on me disait que j'étais sauvage, puis que je mangeais n'importe quoi.
Une fois, on était à Mont-Laurier. Il y avait une gang qui nous avait disait des insultes sur nous, comme Kawish. Il y avait aussi plein d'autres mots, des sauvages, toutes des insultes sur les Indiens. Ils nous traitaient aussi de vendeurs de cigarettes, de bloqueurs de pont, tous ces trucs-là.
On est parti à Joliette, on est parti se promener dans la ville pour acheter des affaires. Il y avait un homme qui nous avait dit hey, les Atikamekw, retournez-en chez vous. Et après, il nous a lancé de la bouffe.
Quand on va au cinéma pour la sortie des rêves, il y en a beaucoup de personnes qui nous traitent de kawish, des trucs de même.
Puis il y a aussi des gens qui disent des fois du mal juste parce qu'on a une langue atikamekw.
Ils nous trouvent bizarre juste parce qu'on parle notre langue maternelle. Ça nous décourage beaucoup. On est des humains comme eux.
C'est blessant aussi.
On n'est pas des sauvages.
On est tous pareils. Je suis pas une kawish, je vais pas dans une tipi. J'aimerais dire que c'est le fun d'être Atikamekw. Je suis fière de moi. Je suis fière d'être Atikamekw. Je suis fière d'être Atikamekw.
And our thanks again to that great organization there. The Wapakoni is the name of it, actually. Wapakoni.ca will take you to their website. You can see all of their content, all of the great work they're doing. But I will tell our friends here in our market, you're going to want to go to the top right-hand corner of the website and click on the EN, because that'll translate it into English. You know, they're in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, which is a heavily French-speaking area, really probably predominantly. So, you know, that's going to be all in French. You'll change it to English there and, you know, really enjoy a website. We surfed it a little bit ourselves. It's really interesting and some great stuff they're doing.
But unless you speak French, you're in trouble, because that is the official language, I believe, of Quebec.
And as Muskogee Creek people, we're definitely going to respect the languages of indigenous areas and things like that. So we love seeing them speak French up there, because that's where that originated in that area. So great thing, and we want to thank them once again for sending us that content. Gary, it's been great having you on the program. What a big week for the Creek Nation again with the press conference.
Yes, with so many things happening with the launching of this project. I understand they're turning dirt now.
Yes.
We're looking forward to seeing that come on to online. And then, of course, Margaritaville's just around the corner, so big stuff in line for the nation.
So definitely people are going to want to stay hooked up with Muskogee Nation News, going to stay hooked up with Muskogee Radio. Definitely keyed and tuned in to Native News Today each and every week. All of our viewers in the Oklahoma City market and the Tulsa market, statewide Native News. So I want to thank you all for being with us today. If you can't catch us here on the Tulsa CW KSBI in Oklahoma City, you can always catch us on our YouTube channel. You can catch us on Facebook and Twitter throughout the week. A little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on, seeing where we're at, maybe getting a jump on some of the stories. So, Gary, it's always a pleasure, man, and great having you in the studio. Thanks for being with us this week. All right, you all have a great 7 days, and we'll see you at the same time next week.